Welcome to the Garage USA. I'm Jonathan Brinke. Today I've got the Beetle back in the garage and I'm going to be doing a routine oil change. Thanks for joining me. Today I've got the Beetle back in the garage. I'm just going to be doing a routine oil change on this. So let's go ahead and get started. So I've got the car up in the air, but before we go under to drain the oil, you do just want to come over here and open this oil cap. This will allow air to flow through and just really be able to drain your oil a little easier. So I've got the oil cap off, car's up in the air, and I will climb underneath and drain the oil. Alright, so underneath the car, this should have a plastic pan, skid plate, whatever you want to call it. This car does not have that plastic skid plate, so makes access to the oil filter housing pretty easy because it is right here. And so I'll just need to unscrew this, and then behind there's a little stopper plug. You have to push that in, and then you'll pull that out once you drain it from the oil filter. And I'll show you that. And then you'll need to use a filter wrench. Volkswagen makes a specialty wrench that kind of is a cap wrench that goes around this. I'm just going to use a regular filter wrench. Just kind of be careful that I don't crack the housing, because that'll just be a bigger mess. Now, just back from this is the oil pan, and I'll see if I can get my light back here. And there's the plug for that. So I need to get my drip tray, and then we'll get this off of here. Alright, so we'll go ahead and twist this off. There's that. We're just going to push that in with a screwdriver. Alright, so I'm going to get a filter wrench around here. Boy, I hope you can see this. Alright. Again, you do want to be careful because it is plastic, so you don't want to crunch down on it too hard. We'll go ahead and get this removed. And I'm probably going to have to get might have to get the camera out of here, I don't know. Maybe I can get it without getting the camera covered in oil. So we will let that drain out for a little bit here, and then I'll wipe this down with some shop towels. Alright, so back here is the drain plug, and it is a 19 millimeter. So I got that loose. And we'll go ahead and pull the plug out and let this drain. That is some dirty oil. Alright, so I'll go ahead and put the drain plug back in. I'll snug that up. Now if you want to set the torque on that, it is 22 pounds for the torque setting on this drain plug. And now I will put the oil filter back in, and that goes up in that housing there. So with the filter housing off the car, you can see that little tab. Well, maybe you can. There's a little tab on the O-ring in there, and you're just going to use a pliers, needle nose pliers, to grab that and pull this out. And then once you have this out, you'll put the new O-ring in here. But here's the new one. And yeah, I just need to get some new oil on here, and then that'll go back in there. Alright, so that new seal is in there, and put the new oil filter in there, and then I will go ahead and go back under the car and put that in. So you do want to make sure that it catches these threads. It's kind of a pain. It's plastic. You don't want to damage any of this stuff. It is a little snug, so I'm going to grab that filter wrench and just give it a couple of cranks with the filter wrench here. You don't want to have your oil leaking. I did pull this back into place with the pliers earlier. I don't think I filmed that. But now we'll go ahead and put this cap back on here. Then we just need to put the new oil in on the top side, check it for leaks, and this will be done. According to the owner's manual, Volkswagen recommends 6.3 quarts of 5W40, and they do recommend that you use Castrol, so that is what I'm going to be using, is the Castrol 5W40. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'd like to thank you for watching The Garage USA. I'm Jonathan Brinke, and I'll see you next time. Bye.